Hi, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are taking a look at Jurassic World Survival Wild Raw Metriacanthosaurus, featuring lights and sounds, head swiping action, and an updated sculpt, along with a mutated tail design. We have the usual product shot featuring the figure's features, Jurassic play info, and the rest of the wave. Here we have it unpacked with this new mutated style of tail attached. It's a very different style of tail that you would expect to see on a Metriacanthosaurus figure. It looks more suited for a Stegosaurus with these large Thagomizer style of spikes. We have skin wrinkling around the base of the spikes with some osteoderms between them. We have the softer plastic giving them that extra detailing and sharper look to them. This whole tail section is fairly bendy due to this softer plastic. It's a pretty interesting mutated feature for this figure, or it could be a hybrid of Stegosaurus and Metriacanthosaurus. The figure is this dark maroon tone with patches of contrasting markings across it. Just here behind the leg, we have some orange markings. Here on the body, we have these markings in this peach tone, which transitions into this grey tone around the arms, up across the neck, covering the throat and lower jaw. We have small yellow eyes. Pupils look like the dark maroon used across the figure, and the markings are almost identical in colour on this side of the figure. It's a shame they haven't used black paint for the pupils or added any paint detailing to the claws, but this is nothing new from Mattel. The detailing on the head sculpt looks great. We have large brow ridges above the eyes with patches of osteoderms on the face. We have these visible teeth giving the figure a toothy grin. On top of the head and running down to the snout, we have these small armor-style plates. On the back of the lower jaw near the throat, we have some spike detailing. The neck and throat has some various size wrinkling and creasing running down it. Checking out inside its mouth, we have the usual pink tone, along with the sculpted tongue and the sharp looking soft plastic teeth. We have some osteoderms here on the neck, and running down the back of the neck, we have some crocodilian style armored plates. These armored plates run all the way down its back, down to the tip of its tail. As previously said, we have rows of soft plastic spikes running down both sides of the tail. We have some skin wrinkling and folds on the underside of the tail and body. We have large osteoderms on the leading edge of the leg, which transition into smaller scales. We have this large calf muscle and small scoots on the feet. We have some more skin wrinkling here on the body. The arms have some nice muscle definition to them and are the softer plastic. With the dark maroon tone, I feel some of the sculpt detailing gets lost, which is a shame, as up close the figure has some awesome sculpting and texturing. The new style of mutated or hybrid tail is a pretty neat addition to this figure and really makes it stand out. Here's the articulation. The neck only moves this way and the jaw opens, and it's activated by its Wild Raw feature. The arms move forwards and backwards and can pivot out to the side. The legs move forwards and backwards just like this. And its huge tail section can spin all the way around. We have this button here on the side of the figure, which activates its Wild Raw feature. With each press, we get a mixture of neck and jaw articulation, along with lights and sounds. As you can see, the head swiping action only moves one way. I'm not sure whether it's just me, but some of the raw effects reminds me of the Indominus. And the light effects actually shine through better on this side of the figure. I'm not sure if it's a darker plastic, but the light effects don't seem to show through as well as they do on Stomatosuchus. And here you can see how very little shows through on this side. With it being a bit darker, the light effects do show through a bit better. So you need it a bit darker to enjoy these figures' light effects. And here you can see what I mean on this side of the figure where it shows through a lot better. But it's a real shame we don't have more of the light effects running down the length of the figure. For comparison, here we have two other Metriacanthosaurus figures that we had to hand. On the left we have Dino Escape Raw Attack from 2021, on the right we have Hammond Collection from 2023. Straight away, you can see how very different their sculpts are and how Mattel have improved their figures over the last 5 years. Just look at the different level of detailing on their head sculpts. And here you can see the differences in their tails. We now have new and improved feet. Here you can see and hear how very different their action features are. The Dino Escape has a button that slides that activates 3 levels of sound and jaw movement. Next, we have the Hammond Collection figure, which is highly articulated. The Hammond Collection's head sculpt is slightly larger. It has a long, thin tail with no spikes. This new Wild Raw release has smaller feet than the Hammond Collection. This new Metriacanthosaurus has a pretty interesting mutated style of tail, which would be more suited for a Stegosaurus with its large stagomizers. Usually we would have a long thin tail which would counterbalance its body when running. The level of sculpt detailing on these new figures have improved so much over the years, along with the paint apps. The Wild Raw features are not bad, the sound effects are pretty good, but the light effects struggle in bright light unless it's a little darker where they show through much better. All round, it's another cool figure in the Wild Raw theme, especially with this unusual style of tail for this species. Hope you enjoyed checking this video out. Thanks for watching.